Eggs. What are they? How strong are they? And can they stop my ex-wife Helen from taking the house? Here to answer these questions are Adarn and Jamieson. Since the dawn of time, mankind has wondered which came first, the chicken or the egg.
And here at Science Test, we answer the hardest-hitting scientific mysteries of our age, and that's not one of them.
Science Test.
So Adarn, explain the egg drop challenge to me.
Well, Jamieson, it's quite simple. Supposedly it's a STEM activity, where you have to construct a device that'll keep a falling egg from cracking.
And who does this?
Supposedly middle schoolers, but I personally have never seen evidence that this has ever been attempted, much less successfully completed.
And since we have trust issues and don't believe anything we don't see firsthand, guess it's up to us to test if you really can protect an egg using only straws and tape.
Science Test.
So if we want to stop an egg from cracking, we need to know what causes an egg to crack in the first place.
Wasn't it obvious? It's the fall that cracks the egg.
Well, common misconception, the fall doesn't actually break the egg. If you were to drop, say, a golf ball or a small baseball or even a plastic egg, they wouldn't crack. No, the egg cracks when it falls because it's hatching.
So something about the falling makes the egg hatch.
Exactly. Now all we need to know is why the egg hatches when it falls.
Perhaps it's the temperature. Eggs need to be kept warm for the baby chick to hatch. Perhaps a combination of the acceleration and the friction of the air as it falls through could be enough to incubate the egg.
Bust a science nut, you're right.
We just gotta create a device that'll keep the egg from heating too much while it falls.
And we'll need to find a place without too much wind or sunlight to drop this egg.
Let's do this!
Science tests!
With a plan in place, Jamieson begins making the egg's protective sheath.
So you might have heard this saying, measure twice, cut once, but that's not entirely true. Sometimes you might need to cut something 2 times, 3 times, maybe more. Like if you're cutting something to force, measure twice, cut twice. If you're cutting pizza, that's 3 times, or 6 if you're really bad. So you can't always believe everything they tell you.
Meanwhile, Adarn takes on the grueling task of finding a place to drop the egg. After 4.5 days of work, the team is finally ready to drop their egg. So show me what you made. The bottom of the apparatus is air resistant to reduce friction and prevent the eggs from heating up. The top of the egg is a cube, since cubes are scientifically the coldest shape, aside from my ex-wife.
So what'd you find? Nice.
But was it nice? Find out when, unlike my ex-wife, Science Test returns. Science Test. Science Test. The stage was set, and the scientists were ready to do their science test. Science. Well, I think this definitively proves that the egg drop challenge is scientifically impossible.
Yep, if we can't do it, there's no way a bunch of 7th graders could.
Guess that means that this science test is a failure.